Hey, this is Matthew McGinnis with the MJM podcast. Just coming with you with another conversation. So when I started this podcast, my goal was for people to reach out and have a place where people actually can talk and be here for them. So since I started the podcast, there's been multiple people, and I've had conversations with these individuals in my little studio or actually on the phone or elsewhere. It's just, and sometimes I don't post those episodes or conversations because it's just valuable to have those, and it's helped those individuals and others, to have those recordings. But today I am going to share a conversation. There might be some people it might resonate with. And thank you. All right. My name is Matt McGinnis. We are here today with Mr. Michael Euliss. What's up, man?
Not much, man. Doing all right?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much for coming down here.
Absolutely. Excited to be here.
Welcome to Fort Mill.
Yeah, right?
I'm so glad that you reached out. When I started doing this podcast, my goal was to be honest, my goal was just to reach out to people, to have a platform to find people, meet people, or to be honest, I didn't even know truly what I was doing. I just knew that I was in a dark space, and there wasn't a lot of resources out there for men.
Right.
Does that make any sense? And it's helped.
It makes a lot of sense.
It's helped reach people that I haven't talked to 20 years.
Correct. And that's the reason I reached out to you, is I saw what you were doing and I liked it. I thought it made a lot of sense.
Man, when we started talking, it just brought back so many good memories. And then also how pivotal is that I was wanting to do this, because this shit ain't easy.
We got there.
Well, as everybody that watches or whoever's, subscribed for this conversation with Michael is going to be, it's more going to be like freehand. We're going to talk what comes to mind. But growing up, we're both from small town, North Carolina. I grew up in Shelby.
I grew up in Liberty.
So
outside of Liberty.
Nobody really knows what was it called. Liberty? What was the city?
So I grew up on a farm. I'm about 10 minutes from the nearest gas station, which was Liberty, that had 3 stoplights, and Main Street was about 100 yards long. So middle of nowhere.
I mean, we're talking population, a couple thousand.
Maybe.
Nothing crazy.
Yep, correct.
What school was there? What high school was there?
So my mom was a teacher. That's what she did for her entire career. And so I went to Randolph County Schools instead of Alamance, which is where I lived. So I went to Eastern Randolph High School, which is close to Asheboro, North Carolina, Ramsor.
Asheboro, is that the zoo?
That is the zoo. I grew up about 45 minutes from the zoo.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
So you got all the craziness of the small town, and then you got the zoo down. At least you got some animals to go see.
Yeah, I guess. We had animals. We just hunted those animals.
Yeah, you kill those, but the ones that they brought over from, I guess, other places. I mean, that's a badass zoo.
It is. I think it's the biggest wildlife out. It's the biggest something from
conservatory
in the world. Yeah, I think it's with the elephants or whatever. Now, I think it's the largest natural habitat zoo in America or the world.
When you started seeing me these clips on Instagram, and so what made you want to reach out?
Man, just the last pretty much 4 years of my life have been kind of rough, and on the outside looking in, everyone thinks that things are perfect, and it's hard to explain that to people. My worst day is better than some people's best day. And so it's hard to put that into perspective when you live a quality life and a good life, which I have. I'm loved, successful, all these things. So I almost feel guilty when I have something to complain about or something that's hurt me or affected me.
But you and that's the thing is you shouldn't feel guilty. We as men are taught not to deal with those things. But your story is your story. No one should let you. You should never. And that's the fucked up thing.
Right.
Right now, no one else thinks that. Yeah. They might look at you and they see, man, got his shit together, but no one else thinks of what you just said in regards to, if you want to complain. But it's also something's warranting you for saying those things. So that's what I'm saying. You don't feel ashamed for any of that. It's in our heads. We make up these things in our heads, and it kills us, man. These things that don't even exist. They don't even exist.
I don't disagree.
I swear to God, the things that you think about, being nervous today, about talking, and nobody wants to talk, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. We make up these things in our head. You have this envision of what I see of you.
Right.
And it's probably completely false, because I see a guy that's probably afraid to, discuss it, or afraid to make some changes or something, maybe. Yeah. But we all are.
Sure.
But nah, man, this dungeon, this is a trap. I mean, we just can't live in it all the time.
It is, and I never used to suffer from second guessing myself or anxiety and stuff, but over the course of the past 4 or 5 years I have, and so it's just a weird new feeling to me.
Do you feel like you're a people pleaser? So this is a tough question.
I don't give a shit, really.
Well,
but I do actually.
You put off that persona of not giving a shit, but you do give a shit, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So
yeah,
I was the same way.
Sure.
I was the same way. The reason, I don't know why, this just came to me, brother. It just came to me, and I had to say it out loud. So I think that sometimes what we've done, because we were always, well, we're both tall, big guys. I mean, I'm big, like running around UNC Charlotte. We met a lot of people, and then we stuck out.
Yep,
you know,
for sure. I
appreciate that. You shouldn't. You feel like that you should feel a certain way, and you shouldn't. You know, we all suffered. We're all human. We're all suffering the way we're all suffering. Yeah. There's no right, wrong, or indifferent about it. But when I realized I was people pleasing all the time and putting work before my family, I knew it was a problem. It was tough.
Yeah.
But it was people pleasing. I was the clients meant everything, and then losing mom and losing my brother, it made me realize I was using all that grief, and I was just putting it toward alcohol and women and work. That's all I did. I don't know. What about you? Like, do you feel like, I mean, do you ever think that you don't owe anybody anything? Because your mom was a teacher, your pops was he a farmer or a mechanic?
Had a farmer in a construction company, yeah.
Is he still doing that? Retired?
No, he's retired now, just enjoying life, so.
That's awesome.
Yep.
But those things, man, they're invaluable. What made you who you are today?
For sure. I said this, I was always loved. I had a lot of love.
Any siblings?
No siblings. I like it that way. Looking back, growing up on the farm was one of the best things that ever happened to me. When I was a kid, though, I always wanted to ride bicycles and play in the cul-de-sac. And so I hated the fact that all my friends could do that, and I lived on the farm. Now, looking back, it gave me, skills and the ability to do things. I can work on vehicles, work on anything with a motor, stuff like that. And
that's how you got your business. Well, that's how you got the television business figured out.
Yeah.
I mean, just tinkering with things.
Exactly. Pretty good at figuring that stuff out.
Dude, I bet you're one of them guys, man. Like, you'll see a problem, you'll just go YouTube it, and the next thing you know, you're a fucking professional.
Try it, yeah. I wouldn't say professional, but I'll try it.
But you'll do it enough. Yeah. You'll do it enough to get it right.
Hopefully.
I'm just saying, dude. Yeah. You got that personality, I think, to get it. So you saw the clips I was posting, and then you saw a couple of episodes. How are you? Some of that stuff that resonates with you? Do you? So I mean, because we, again, like I said, similar backgrounds. UNC Charlotte. We were in the same fraternity.
We were.
We had a.
You hazed me.
Yeah. I don't know how that works. And this guy.
Heard about it. I don't know.
No. Yeah. Are you so like people pleasing? I wanted to go back to that, but like that's something that maybe you don't, but maybe there's something else that's hard. I don't know. That's your story to tell. I don't know. But I just found that for myself that people pleasing was tough. And I don't know why I cared what other people thought. I really did. And now my circle of friends, I mean, it's one hand. Yeah, the true people I believe in that support me or I support myself. But until I could look in the mirror and say I love myself, I couldn't love anybody else. Yeah. So that's where I had to go down that road and figure out who my core.
For sure. For sure. I got a lot of stuff running through my brain right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like what's running? Like first thing that pops up. I mean, we can edit this and.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Just dealing with struggles and stress and like.
What stresses you out? Like let's think about that. You ever wrote it down? Like you ever wrote down a list?
I have a strong passion and desire to be wanted and needed.
You do?
I know that about myself. Yeah.
You want people to like you?
Not so much like me, as in I need to. My value comes from people needing whatever I have. Right. So whether it's touch, looks, business acumen, whatever it is, if I don't feel wanted, needed, or if I don't feel like I have value, I separate myself. Right. So
separate yourself from
individuals, the situation, whatever it may be, because I want to move on to something in somewhere or a place where someone or something needs me. Gotcha. That's how I feel valuable for myself.
You always feel like you got to help people.
I do.
Does that make sense? Is that it? That's what you're saying.
I enjoy that. I'm fortunate enough and came from a loving family where everyone cared for me and took care of me, and now it feels good to have the ability to do that. for others.
Is it to your detriment?
I don't think so. It's more just feeling guilt with myself a lot of times for different things. It's kind of hard to explain, and again, these are all new feelings that have kind of arrived over the last 4 or 5 years. Just, I feel a lot of, maybe it's remorse I feel a lot of guilt. Let's say I play a lot of pool, right?
Yeah.
I play almost every night. And we play what's called Scotch doubles. So you have a teammate, right?
Scotch doubles?
Scotch doubles. You just rotate turns within your team when you shoot. But I, a lot of times, get frustrated, not because I missed a shot, but I feel like I let my teammate down. Whereas I'm playing by myself, I don't feel that, right? So I don't like letting others down. I was a little bit late this morning. That gives me a little bit of guilt, right? I know it's okay. We're on time. We're doing whatever we need to do. But internally, I feel that. And that's something that's developed in the last 4 to 5 years, is feeling guilt when something's not perfect or the way it should be. Whereas used to, I wasn't in touch with my emotions, my feelings, et cetera, et cetera. So I was always around here. Or if I was happy, I was up here. But now, if something goes wrong, I go down here. So it's kind of understanding how to deal with that and relate to it. But it's something that I know it's okay and things will be fine. But for whatever reason, I still feel guilt.
How you get around that?
I don't.
A good way. I mean, do you try to mask it?
I don't know, man.
And you shut it down? Like you can put it down to the bottom? That's something I had to figure out. That was difficult. And this is just a start. And so again, it's this conversation.
No,
like anything. Dude, last year it was a lot. And then that guilt, man, it turns into anger.
Sure.
Sometimes. And then that's tough. And it's hard. And then it'll take you down to isolation. You don't need to feel like you're ever on the island. I mean, I know you got a couple of good guy buddies.
I do, but I'm 40, just turned 42, no kids.
That's all right. It's not your agenda, though.
Yeah, but on a Wednesday,
did you want kids?
On a Wednesday, I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'd prefer to adopt.
That's what's so beautiful about it.
Well, I guess my point in telling you that was the fact it's hard at 6 o'clock on any given a Wednesday, and I'm like, man, I want wings. Let me hit somebody up before I put the kids down. After I get back from baseball practice, after I bathe the new baby, Not that I feel like I'm behind or left out. I enjoy the life I live, but it's hard to keep contact with those people because you become friends with who your kids' friends are.
That's right. That's right.
And so they're going to volleyball games, basketball games, church, different things, right? And so it's hard. I don't feel left out, but it's hard sometimes to find someone or a close friend that I want to confide in that has the ability to go do something on a random Wednesday on an hour's notice,
Yeah. So companion.
Yeah.
It's but when it gets to the deep conversations, the people that you can talk to, do you have that?
I do, but sometimes it's like they don't hear what I'm telling them.
See,
it's like they want to be there, but then they're not.
I got lucky. I got a couple of guy friends, one in particular, and he really, another fraternity brother. And really, he told me, he didn't tell me what I wanted to hear. I'll tell you that shit right now. He told me what I needed to hear.
He's a friend.
He's a brother.
He's not a yes man.
He's 100% a brother. He's not that guy that's going to say, let's go get a beer. And, he's like, you got a problem. You need to figure these things out. You need to own them face up.
Right.
Anybody could call you out.
For sure. And they should.
I mean, everybody. And, that's where I became like this whole thing of concept of this with Truth Serum and just trying to be honest with myself. If I can't be honest to myself, then I'll be lying to everybody.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So I started figuring out these little white lies I would tell myself and tell my people, and then Carmen, then it go into bigger lies. Then go off and have an affair, go off and having multiple affairs. It was just, spiral effect was horrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. You single, marriage, divorced?
Divorced. Just
divorced.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Shit. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it was my decision. I was happy to leave.
Shit. How long were you married?
2 years, 8 months.
Do you think it's better?
I think it was better.
It wasn't the right person for you?
I don't know if there is a right person.
Are y'all friends?
No, but I don't know if there is a right person.
Shit, man. Do you think you're just going to be single the rest of your life?
No.
There might be a right person.
There will never be a point in time in my life where I sign a document that attaches me to another individual that doesn't have my blood in them.
Yeah. Understood.
I don't see the value in it.
Understood. Hey, man, that's an opinion. I like that. I mean,
if you want to change your name, if you want to have a ceremony, if you want to tell everyone, if you want me to wear a wedding ring, I will. But I will not sign any documentation. Not
understood.
Happening. And people go, what about the tax breaks? And I go, well, what about how much money you spend?
What is a tax break?
Tell me. I'll wait.
I don't know any.
Do you know any? I'll wait.
I don't think there is any. So why do you feel so passionate about that?
Well, I don't think monogamy is natural. I also think the Christian Crusade came along, and people are getting married when they lived to age 30 and 35. But now a long time is a really long time. It's for some people.
Oh, you're talking about they live till 30, 35.
Yeah, right. So
TK
now they live to 80.
Yeah.
And so I just don't think, I've never heard someone get divorced and say, man, I'm glad I waited that long. They always say, I'm glad I did it that soon, or I should have done it sooner. Over 50% of people get divorced. I'm not saying anything against people who want to be married and all this. That's fine. Do it. I just don't see the value in it. I think people should go with marriage contracts.
I mean, you know the leading cause of divorce. You know what it is, right?
I have no clue.
Getting married.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Things are playing. It is. I mean, if you don't get married, you can't get divorced.
That's it.
But no, I went through my own. Yeah, I was separated. We were separated for over 12 months. And we decided to work it out. And then here we are. It's tough. It's not easy. None of this is easy, though. Yeah. But, I mean, it wasn't going to work out until she saw until she realized that I could love myself. But she also had to love herself. You know, like it was tough, man. Yeah. We were just kids. Everything comes first and all that. And then, which we love so much. It's just like, but we had to put ourselves first. I had to put myself first. Carmen Andrea had to put herself first. Once that happened, shit was clicking, and then we still have good days and bad days.
Right.
I mean, shit. You got a lot of good things going on, but like today, you said you were a little anxious coming in talking.
Yeah, it's something new.
It's different, right?
It's new to me.
So you didn't have it in the past?
Never, no.
You didn't used to get anxious in the past?
No, I have PTSD from my marriage and the divorce.
You do?
100%.
Labeled? Are you taking medications?
No, but I've come to terms with that's exactly what it is. The reason that I do...
I'm just asking. I'm not questioning you. I'm just asking if you are taking medications and stuff, self medications.
No, I like drugs.
I don't judge.
Yeah, that's fine.
And listen, and there ain't nothing wrong with recreational use. I mean, I have to each their own. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with, as long as it doesn't mess you up or harm you.
I just know this.
Or alcohol, like in the moderation, dude. It just didn't fit me, man. I just couldn't do it. That's I don't judge. That's the beautiful thing, bro. I could sit here with you all day.
I want to kind of disagree with it. You have judged. That's why I'm here.
What you talking about?
Well, it's the same reason if I go to a wedding and you say, "Don't judge me. I'm going to get drunk the night before." I go, "Well, I have judged you. That's why I showed up to your wedding." We think of judgment as a negative thing, but judgment can be positive.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I was like, I don't judge you.
So we do judge. Everybody judges. It's okay, you know.
No. I truly do not give a shit whether, and as long as you're happy.
So if I was a bad person and you viewed and judged me as a bad person, you would still have me here?
No. I would definitely call you a bad person.
Okay, so
no. I wouldn't judge you. I'd call you out. See, that's different.
What's the difference?
There's a difference between me sitting here like judging, but like if you were a bad person, I would say that to you. That's where my head's at. Let's unpack that. That's good. No, man. If I thought you were a bad person, I wouldn't fuck with you. That's the beautiful thing is like if I don't think you serve, judging? I don't think so.
So what's the definition of judging then?
I don't know. Now you got me all questioned.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't know. Like judging would be like, I guess, I don't know. Judging, it seems different to me than like if I didn't like a person.
I think a judge rules and makes decisions, right? So I think it's I don't know how to say it, but it's you're ruling and making a decision internally in your own mind about someone. I think that's judging. I mean, we could Google it and look it up, but
no.
I just think a lot of people think of it as a negative connotation, but it can be positive as well. Like,
well, even choosing not to be a friend with somebody, if that person doesn't serve you,
sure.
Like if you didn't serve me, or if I didn't think that, like in regards to our relationship, if I didn't think our relationship was healthy, or if I didn't think that us doing this today, I wouldn't do it. I don't owe you.
That's correct.
Nothing. You don't owe me nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I just think we do judge and we should judge. I don't think there's a problem with judging, to be honest with you.
No, yeah. I don't know.
And again, with the specific definition, but I mean, we're friends and I'm here because I judged your character and evaluated that, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, shit. I mean, you know me. I mean, I don't know if, but no, I think I have to look at that. I don't know what the judging side of things are, but like what I'm getting at is like, you said the comment I like in regards to you like, and I said, I really, truly, I don't judge.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if you like it or not. Right. You're still Alaska. I still like you. That's what I was trying to get at.
I get that.
That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah. It's not going to cause my relationship to be different.
Yeah.
Whether you do something or not in regards to that. As long as you try to help people, which I've always seen that in you, which is awesome.
Yeah, I can be pretty abrasive on the surface, but I think a lot of people, when they get to know me, they see...
I haven't seen that side yet.
Yeah, people have.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, hell, when it comes to business, I mean, certain things, I'm a little bit intense. And then some will say, Past friendships have been intense, you know?
Yeah.
But, hell, we all have it. But if we're not passionate about something, that's what I'm trying to do, is be with people that are still passionate, and then also realize that they're not alone, right?
Yeah,
you're not a fucking alone,
That's a
man.
big
You don't
one for
need
sure.
that. You don't need that friend to go have chicken wings at 6 o'clock. But you're truly not alone. And I try to pick up the phone all the time, and like I said, you and a few other guys have reached out since I started doing this, and it's changed my life. It's helped me out because it makes me happy that people are seeing a change.
I want to tell you something, which is kind of crazy. I've heard this quote for a long time, is that technology brings the people who are farther away closer to us, but it pushes the people who are close to us farther away, right?
What? That's so good.
Think about it, yeah, right?
Think about it.
You're on the couch with your kids, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's on their own phone. So the people that are close to you, it pushes you away. You have in-laws or grandparents in South America. You can't get to them every day, but you can pick the phone up and FaceTime them.
That's right.
Right? So when I really heard that, it made sense. But what's crazy is I just heard this the other day. It's actually an AT&T commercial. You have time to scroll. You have time to if you have time to scroll, you have time to FaceTime. Or time to call.
That's pretty good. That's a good ad.
So anytime you're going to start scrolling or doom scrolling or just going on social media, why not go through your phone, pick a friend and call them, check in on them, right?
That's right.
So I've been trying to do that.
Because we both know more than anybody that life's too short. God almighty.
It is.
I wouldn't change it for the world, man. Yeah. I wouldn't change any of this shit for the world. It's been a shit show.
You have to enjoy the 4-year stage that you're in.
That's what they say. It's 4-year stages.
Yep. I believe it.
What do you do for you, for personal? Like, what is your personal, like, for you to reflect and you to get better in life? And
man, that's been tough lately. Things don't seem as enjoyable as they used to be. And so I'll be honest with you, I sold the company and working on my house, but sometimes that gets boring. I feel isolated and stuck at home sometimes, but that's a good question. Like, things aren't as fun as they used to be. It's kind of not in a slump, but just
do you do anything for your brain? Do you do anything like meditate? Do you this is a good question. And this is something that I would answer. This is no. Is that we already talked about it a little bit earlier today when we were just catching up. Is that, do you ever slow down?
No. Because when I do, I get depressed and I sleep.
No. I do too. I did too. Now, I think I texted you this about the jellyfish, be fluid. Did I say?
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, man, like, when certain instances I feel like it's gotten overwhelming.
Yeah.
I just get still. I'd step away and I get quiet. You know what I'm saying? Relax. Yeah. And get quiet and then get my thoughts. A year ago, I couldn't fucking do that. Right. It has taken me a while to do that. And I've done it with these ladies I've interviewed on the podcast. You've seen them. They've done a lot of work.
What do you do when you don't enjoy it? I don't enjoy the quiet and the meditation. I try it. Breath work, all of it.
You learn. I mean, I got myself to the point where, like, and that's, like, I need to love myself. I need to do these things. It's just doing the work. And doing the work is getting in the quiet.
Maybe. I don't know. Man. I don't know how
it's hard to get.
It feels like everybody wants to give you examples and ways to fix something, but it's like, if you don't feel broken, but maybe it's not that you don't feel broken, but it's like, I never did have to do the breath work. I never did have to meditate. I never did have to overthink anything. I didn't have to do any of those things, so why should I have to do that now? I just
don't have to do anything.
I want to go back to the way it was before. The problem is, when I was married, I was told to get in touch with my feelings. Because I never got in touch with them, I never dealt with them. But now I'm dealing with them.
Are you dealing with your feelings now?
Yeah, I would prefer not to deal with them and just go back to the way it was. Because now when I talk about it, everyone says, well, there's this option, that option. Well, I was fine before.
Were you fine before?
Absolutely. I have PTSD from a marriage and a divorce.
Yeah.
I know that.
You know that.
100%. And I'm not the same person post that I was pre. I don't know why. It's tough to talk about. It's a struggle. People have examples or ideas.
Do you feel like you're a failure? Is that the why? Because you were very much. What I'm saying is, like, in regards to, like, you've been successful. Do you feel like, getting divorced, does that feel like a failure to you?
I won. Most people get married and they stay married for 15 years and they're miserable. I knew I was miserable and I got out. Most men are the defendant. I was the plaintiff.
Yeah.
I made the decision.
Okay.
And I'm happy with that decision.
Right.
It was the best decision I'd made in a long time.
Well, that's good then. So it's definitely not that. I was just trying to rule out the reasons.
No, it's definitely not that. It's just things changed after that. It's the same way when someone goes to war.
Changed after you got married.
Yeah, when they go to war and then they come back and they're just a different person.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't, it's not like, think about day to day. went through some stuff. Now I'm more in touch with my emotions, which people say is better, but for me, it's made things worse.
It makes things worse by getting into your emotions.
Yeah, because before I just didn't care. Now I care. Well, if I didn't care, I didn't have to think about it, or I didn't stress, or I didn't get down on myself.
What do you care about? That's what is it? What is it you care about? That's the question. Is like, so what is it?
What I care about is going through this cycle of where I feel like I let people down, or
shit, dude. Who'd you let down?
Well, I was 45 minutes late today, and that
you
doesn't
did let
have to
me
do
down.
with you, but I did. But I let myself down because I was supposed to be here at 10.
Give yourself some grace.
Little things before I wouldn't have given a shit.
Give yourself some grace. You gotta give yourself some grace.
I can give it grace, but I mean,
you have to. You know why? You ain't perfect, bro. You ain't never gonna be perfect.
That's debatable.
If you believe that, then you are fucking doomed. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. You ain't gonna. Perfection is difficult. It doesn't exist. Listen.
Yeah.
This podcast thing would have never got off the ground if I tried to make it perfect. And I had to have people in my circle tell me that. They're like, bro, we don't care. No one cares what it is. You got to start it.
Yeah.
But the first episode is what it is, the 10th. It's going to be something special. We'll see what it is. But like, nothing's perfect. But what I'm saying to you is that, like, brother, that's in your head. It's again like the thing about we talked earlier.
Well, it is, but it's not. I mean,
it don't bother me. Dude, you could have been 2 hours late.
Yeah,
you could have not shown up. I respect you for that.
How much you care about it. It's I let myself down.
Well, what are you going to do to fix it?
I don't know. See, that's part of it. That's part of it, man.
Wake up early? I don't know. Like you had a tough morning. Like you had some anxiety. This is new to you. Bro, it's stages. It's help. It's fucking real, man. Like
it is, but
this is new. Like, dude, oh my God. You know how intimidating it is? But like, oh man, we're going to go sit in front of a fucking camera and talk.
But it wasn't 6 years ago.
What was 6 years ago?
Before I got married,
Huh? Oh, it wasn't 6. So you're saying
6 years ago, this would have been the most fun thing I'm doing all week. And now I get anxiety because of it. It's new to me, these feelings, these emotions, but it all comes from the marriage, when I went through the divorce, being told that you need to focus on your feelings and stuff. So I'm not...
Bro, you giving that marriage too much power. Brother, you giving that fucking marriage like all the power over you, and fuck that. You were Michael fucking Euliss.
That's fair. And
you heard me? Like, you got to step up. Like, that marriage is over. You're done, right? It's sealed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you... No, it's fine. Yeah. Well, I still haven't got all my money yet. But no, how do you tell someone that came back from war the war's over? Don't think about it anymore.
I was in war, and the same thing in regards to like those things you mentioned earlier that you said you didn't need before, but you need. You try them now. I am labeled PTSD. Lost Tyler to suicide, lost Mama to suicide. Never dealt with those things, man. But everyone has their bag of shit. Yeah. Everybody. Those were my wars, and I'm just giving my for instance. I'm not giving anyone else's.
No, for sure.
It took me 9 months of work and then a shit ton of mushrooms to come back from that. And it's no doubt. I mean, this is not recreational mushrooms. This is literally like rolling up with a shaman trying to figure out how to like. And if I'm a totally different person from that work, and I've only been doing it for 12 months, and then here we are. But no, that's a great question. I'm telling you, Michael, you're giving it too much power, brother. It's paralyzing. The deaths of my family, too much power. It paralyzed me.
Sure.
Fucked me up. And then I'm telling you, you can't give that shit that much power.
I know what you're saying.
And it's easy to say you can't. You heard me? Listen, you're going to have to live it. You can sit there and feel sorry for yourself about the marriage, but you just told me it was the best thing to happen to you. The divorce was the best thing to happen to you. The marriage was not, but the divorce was.
You know, maybe I explained it incorrectly, or maybe you're...
There's nothing incorrectly in this fucking room.
Okay.
You're good. You say.
It's not about being fixed or coming to terms with it or whatever. It's just a change in who I am, and I don't like it. And I know where it came from. And it's like trying to unsee something you can't unsee. And now these emotions, these feelings, all of these things, the empathy, I don't want to call it shame, but the unpleasant internal battle that I go through on a daily basis, it sucks. And I never had to deal with it before. I don't want to be different. I don't want to be fixed. I just want to be who I was.
You can be.
Yeah, it seems pretty easy, right?
It is that easy. Bro, isn't that crazy? I said this to a buddy the other day, and then he hated his job. He was miserable. He couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, well, just get a new job. Right. He said, well, no, I can't. I got paid. I started working with him with positive affirmations, started working with him with his positivity of thinking. And then guess what? He's got a new job, and he's got a better job than he had, and he's happier, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to play devil's advocate, but
play it.
I'm the one who, I make those decisions. Entrepreneur, I've never been afraid to step outside and do whatever it is that I want to do.
Yeah.
I think it's just different. It's not as easy as telling yourself that.
Yeah, it is. Why is it Not.
Then let's do it. Let's fix it right now.
It's that simple.
But I think it's impossible, right?
It's not impossible. If you say it's impossible, it is. If you believe that, then it is impossible. But if you fucking say, I got this, then you got this.
But the thing is, I do have it.
You don't. No, not for these things you have in your mind right now saying it's impossible.
Yeah,
brother.
Fair enough. If it's just not. I mean,
listen. I feel you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I feel you. I had bad days too. Like, still, dude.
Yeah.
Where oh my God, the amount of guilt I have just from the shit I put those three through is horrible. But like, if I didn't change my positive mindset, like, why is it? Why is those things? It is that simple, like, to change your mindset. It really, truly. It's like, I guess. Well, you haven't tried it.
Well, no, maybe I have.
Maybe you haven't.
Maybe I haven't. It's just, it shouldn't. I don't know, man.
Listen. Yeah, you're right. We get older, things happen, things change. We do want to go back to those things like the way it was. You can. One, the marriage, too much power, way too much. Second, you're a fucking Michael. You're a bad motherfucker. Look in the mirror and own it. I'm serious. Look in the mirror and own it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, in regards to your mental health.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Mentally too. So just don't those blockades that you put in your head, and you're good at trying to play devil's advocate. I like that. So that's what makes these episodes are going to be so much fun. These conversations. This is the realest conversation we've had in a long time. It is that simple. Unfortunately, I hate to tell you that, because I've done it myself. Man, to pull yourself out of the depths of hell, like of our minds, or where we think life sucks. We can say that all day, but if you're with a guy that says life's great every day, man, you're going to start being that guy. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like negative environments and stuff, it weighs on you, man. It just hurts. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just telling you could easily change the direction of that ship.
That's why I don't get 2-hour massages. I get 50 minutes, because after 50 minutes, I'm ready to go do something else. I don't enjoy the last part of it.
Well, you got to constantly be moving.
Stand-up comedy, give me 50 minutes. After the 50 minutes is up, I'm checked out.
Yeah.
The breath work, I can make it about 6 minutes. And then my mind's going, this sucks. I want to do something else. And it's just...
What do you think that is?
My brain, the way it works. It's always been like that. It never shuts off. That's why I sleep with the TV on, with stand-up comedy or Big Bang Theory or whatever. It's mindless, because if not, my brain just sits there and thinks. So I have to do something that tunes myself, or something to pay attention to that tunes me out.
Your brain thinks, is it bad thoughts?
No, it just won't stop. It never stops. It can't stop.
Won't stop. Rockefeller Records.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Thanks for setting me up.
No, it's just the brain is always thinking, and it's not, I mean, positive, negative, business, friendly, whatever it may be. It just never shuts down. It never stops. That's just been forever. That's not a thing after marriage. You
ever do you take any kind of like supplements, like magnesium and things like that?
I take my dailies. I take
that magnesium is something special.
I take like 8 or 9 different things daily basis. Yeah, it's for your liver, for your kidneys, for your heart.
Shit, Matt McGinnis would never have told you 10 years ago, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, Alaska, check out magnesium. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Here we are. This is where we are now. I'm just telling you, it works great for me. I just love it.
It's in 2 of the things I take. Yeah.
Oh, I take you don't give yourself any. I could tell.
Oh, you're right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You should.
Sometimes I use this analogy all the time. For the last 4 years, I felt like I'm running in mud, and you're still moving forward, but it just takes a lot more effort than it should.
That's right.
And the gains aren't where they're supposed to be.
Well, it's supposed to be for you. Well, so think about it. Where's that pedestal?
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's just...
or you feel like you're not even moving.
Due to the divorce, there were multiple things that I just couldn't discuss, talk about, or handle appropriately the way I need to. It felt like something was being taken from me, and I don't want to say that monetarily, but it felt like things were being taken from me. I was still moving forward.
Like
I still believe in my ability to do it.
You think like pieces of your soul?
I think peace of mind. I think mental health. I think it took a great relationship away.
A great relationship?
Yeah, with a girlfriend I had at the time.
Really?
After the marriage, yeah.
Really?
She didn't want to hear all the stuff that I was going through.
Yeah.
And she tried to support, but...
Is she a friend now?
She is a friend. Yeah. I get emotional. I need some tissue.
I got some tissue.
No, I truly believe that that's one of the reasons the relationship ended, is because of the stuff I was going through. I wasn't a good boyfriend. Not like cheating on or anything like this, but just things she didn't deserve, and things were tough.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing. You gotta understand, like that strikes a chord in regards to like Friday. I was crying my eyes out.
Yeah, I cry all the time.
You do?
All the time. I used to be ashamed of it. Not anymore. I cry.
You shouldn't be ashamed of it.
I cried at dinner last night.
You shouldn't be ashamed of it.
It shows my
chills.
emotional side.
Huh?
It shows my emotional side.
I didn't, you know, I had callus build up, whatever you want to call it. It was just hardened over. My heart was for years until last year. Started doing all the work in regards to the work being the breath work, and then the journal and the microdose and the helping others, trying to help others too.
Yeah,
that's
what I enjoy.
Maybe see that's you, brother.
Yeah,
you're good at it.
Yeah,
but give yourself more grace. Even that friend that you had. I mean, I'm hoping that y'all still talk. And who knows, bro? You can't write your own shit. I mean, we're a soul having a human experience.
Yeah.
Fucking 100%. I know we were raised very, probably Baptist, Southern Baptist. I mean,
Quaker. I think it'll have to settle in. I'll probably think about it on the way home. It does feel good to talk about things and get them off.
Well, we should do it more often.
I would love to.
I think it might be something there. I don't know if you... It's crazy how people can reach people, especially in your situation. You know, you have a unique group of friends outside of what I have. You know what I'm saying? So sharing your story will help open those guys up to realize that, No, I think that if no one tells me these things, or no one told me, brother. I'm telling you right now, Michael, no one told me that I didn't have to keep carrying the bag of shit. Yeah. I always try to keep carrying it, and I was walking through the mud too. Right. Just like you said. But also, I never slowed down, and I never gave myself grace. Never. So do yourself a favor, dude. Do that shit. You deserve it.
I'll work on it. I'll see what I can do.
This is Michael Euliss, my good friend Alaska. Thank you so much for coming.